Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Monthly Favorites. This is going to be my May favorites. A few more days to June, which is crazy. The half of the year is already gone. But basically May has been a wonderful month. I was watching my previous monthly favorites and I realized that at the beginning of every video I'm giving you like this all negative energy about how the month is like so bad. I'm going to do like a life update chit chat kind of video to tell you more about what's going on in my life, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I have been loving a lot of awesome makeup products, so I have about 10 to 11 products here to show you, so let's get right on to it. This item is the Laneige BB cream. The sun is really bright today, so I'm hoping you can actually see this, but I have done a first impressions review of this particular product. A couple of you actually messaged me to say that I should be dabbing on the products instead of swiping it on, so I did try that today and it really works. It sort of like almost has a beauty blender effect to it, but I really like this one. This is in the shade 33, which is coffee, and I do have it on my face at the moment underneath powder and all that. So this is how the product actually looks like. The only thing that is not so good about this product is that you can see that the powder puff here does get dirty because it's white, but it might be because I'm just using it like I always use my product, which is just using it as anyhow. But I do have friends who are able to keep this part clean, but it's the only thing. Other than that, the other areas are pretty easy to clean up and all that. So this is how the product looks like. Basically a cushion whereby the BB cream gets in there, and then you basically use this little puff silicone feel to it and kind of push the BB cream out and apply it onto your face. So if you saw my first impressions video, you know that this is the darkest shade that they have. You can see that it's actually a lot darker than my skin tone, but applying it on is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but it does oxidize throughout the day. So I've been loving using this for work and all that. It lasts throughout the day, it keeps my pores in control, doesn't make me too oily and all that. So that's that. I think it's about $55. You can find it in Sephora. The concealer that I've been loving for this month is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and it looks like this. I absolutely love the packaging of it. I just find that it's very compact and neat. So I used this a little bit when I was traveling over the month, and this is in the shade NW30. So I'm an NC45 usually for my face products in MAC, but I decided to get a few shades lighter. I have swatched it on my hand a little bit. It's like right there if you can see. I originally didn't really like this product, but I realized the trick to it is that you have to kind of rub it with your fingers a little bit to warm the product up, and once you have it here, you just kind of dab it onto your under eyes. So I have it under my eyes at the moment, and it has a very nice coverage to it, and it does help to kind of neutralize any dark circles that you might have. It's been really hot and humid here in Singapore, so I think my products have generally kind of melted down a little bit, so I haven't had any trouble using this recently. But when it was like a few months ago, when it was a little bit less warm, I did remember that it was a little bit hard to work with. So that's that. With the theme of the face products, I brought this little palette, blush palette here when I was traveling, and I just love using palettes when I travel because it's just a lot easier rather than to bring individual blushes. So this is the Tarte Pinup Girl palette. I don't know why it's called Pinup Girl. I think they had like two pins, really nice pins here, and they decided to call it Pinup Girl. But it's a really nice palette, and this is what I like about all the holiday collections that come up. You get to try out all the different type of palettes. So if you guys ever have a chance to grab this, I highly recommend this. And if you don't, they do sell it individually at the moment. So it comes with 5 different colors here, and I am wearing a combination of these two colors right here, which is Whimsy and Bashful. So it's like an orangey, burnt orange color and a bright pink color, and I just kind of mixed it up and put it on my cheekbones. So I really like it because it's very fuss free. It works for my skin tone except for this color, which is a little bit more neutral, but I just use it as a powder all around. But for the other 4 colors, it's really nice. It It appears really nicely on my tan skin. It's very long lasting as well. It's kind of like the 12-hour Amazonian clay blush. So it's supposed to be very long lasting. I have very oily skin, so it lasts pretty well throughout the day, and it's just a very nice combination of colors because I don't like using the same color throughout the day, so it's good that I get to change it up, especially when I travel with just one palette. And the mirror is amazing as well, so I use that. Mirrors, when you travel, like this sort of mirrors in your compacts and your palettes is totally underrated. They are so useful because usually the mirrors in the hotel rooms are either really too far away or, you know, they are really foggy and stuff, so these sort of mirrors really help. For highlight, I've been loving this Golden Mosaic Shimmer Block by Laura Mercier. It's the tiniest like little highlight there, but it's so pretty. I think this was something that was given to me by Aura when we did the swap like eons ago. We need to do another one, girl. Either choose to use these two sides here, which creates a nice little rosy color, or I can actually choose to mix it up and it becomes like a very gorgeous tan color, or I can actually just use the darker parts depending on what look I was going for. So today I just kind of like did everything together and put it on the top parts of my cheeks, and they're just really nice to put on. Very simple and subtle, nothing too extravagant. There's no glitter. It's just really nice shimmer onto your cheeks. So I really like this. If you're looking for a nice highlight, definitely check this out. It is a very small product, but I've had this for a while now and I still haven't been able to use it up or hit pan on it. So I really like this. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a good everyday kind of bronzy shimmer look. Now moving on to eye products, the first one that I've been loving is this Illamasqua Vintage Metallics eye base or eye cream product. So it looks like this. It comes in a little nice jar, kind of similar to your paint pot, but a little bit thicker. I do have it onto my eyes at the moment. I just kind of put it onto my eyelids, kind of blended it out. This product is really gorgeous. I did try it out when I was there and I had it on my wish list. Finally got it. It's kind of like a moussey texture, as you can see there, and it's really pretty because it has a nice pink base to it, and then it comes with a lot of shimmer, but not so much that it's like full-on glitter. You can see there it reflects like really nicely, so you can definitely wear this on its own. It's really pretty actually. I think I might be able to rock this like as like a highlight. I might try that out, but you can see that it's really nice. I'm using like the sunlight to make sure that it shows up. There you go. So it's really nice to kind of wear it during the night time, especially when you have spotlights on you. I think it would just look really pretty. So I usually just wear it on its own. I wear it to work, and if I'm feeling a little bit festive, I might put a little bit more pigments on top of it. It really allows to catch on to the eyes. If you have very oily eyelids, you might want to use this on top of an eye base, but if you don't, you can pretty much rock this just on its own. It's pretty long lasting throughout the day. So this is about 30-ish and I got it from Illamasqua. Speaking of eye base, the eye base that I've been loving for this month is this Inglot eyeshadow keeper. So I got this from Inglot. This is like one of their latest products, and it is touted as like the best eyeshadow primer ever. So when I was there, the makeup artist there was saying that, oh my god, you have to try this. This is like their new favorite. Literally for each eye I need this much. Okay, I need so little of it. I just kind of blend it out on my eyelids. It becomes colorless after a while, which is with a little tint of whiteness. So it's great if you want to kind of conceal any dark eye circles. But it's the first eyeshadow primer that actually has like a silicone finish for me. Usually you get that from face products, but this is really pretty. And the reason why I just love this so much, and I can attest that it is really truly awesome, is because you know there are some like cream eyeshadows or eye products that I've kind of written off and I just can't make it work because they crease onto my eyelids. I've actually tried using this underneath those products and it really works. Like certain like cream pigments or cream eyeshadows that have never worked out on me on top of other type of eye bases, I've used this and they've stayed really nicely blended out and really nicely throughout the day. So I really highly recommend this. Inglot has really nice base primers. Their face primer is amazing as well, and this is like their new baby, and it does seem like a very small tube, but trust me, I think this can probably last me a lifetime. To some favorites for lips. Okay, the first one that I really have to share with you are these which is the SilkyGirl Matte Fever, Matte Fever. These are freaking awesome, guys. This I think it's like about $13.50. It's available in Watson's, Guardian, your drugstore, and this is their latest sort of crayon lip products. The first one that they came up with was a little bit more moisturizing, and it's a little bit more sort of like a glossy balm, but this is supposed to be moisturizing, and it's the lip color balm. It comes in tubes like this, and these are the two colors that I picked out because I just find like the other colors are a little bit too adventurous for me. But if you're looking for really bright orange or bright pink, they actually have that, and this is the color Vogue right here. I'm just gonna swatch it for you. That's how Vogue looks like, and I do have it, oops, on my lips at the moment. And the other color that I picked out is Siren, which is this really gorgeous reddish maroon color. I've been Instagramming these non-stop on my Instagram, and it basically is like a push-up thingy, so you don't really have to sharpen it all or anything. You just kind of push it up. I absolutely love these because they are really affordable. They are very, very pigmented. I can literally just use this on its own, and they don't dry out my lips. The other ones, I feel that they dry out my lips a little bit, even though it's supposed to be moisturizing, but these don't. They're just really great to play around with. I think if you're looking for something affordable and good, definitely go check these out. These are amazing. The bright red one is really pretty because it's kind of a unique color as well. I don't really have a bright red color that looks exactly like this. So another lipstick that I've been loving is from MAC, surprise surprise, and it's this nude color called Cosmo. So I've been obsessed with nude colors because it's so hot in Singapore. I don't know, when it's hot I just don't feel like I should be wearing too much color on my lips, so I'm loving using just my nude shades, and this is one of my favorite nude shades from MAC, and this is Cosmo. It is a permanent color. It is one of like the more famous nude colors, I think, and I used to think that this was too light for my skin tone, but it's as I wear it on, I think this is the nudest one that I can go with for MAC. Anything nuder than this I can't, but this I can actually pull it off. So this is how it looks like. It is one of my favorite finishes, which is the amplified, meaning that it's very glossy, it's very pigmented, and as you can see that it has a nice sheen to it. So definitely check this out if you're looking for a nice nude lipstick, especially from MAC. This is amazing. Last but not least is a skincare product. So my skin has been terrible. I haven't had a breakout like this since I was in junior college. You can't really see it right now. You probably can see it in my forehead. Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm waiting to go to the dermatologist and just kind of figure out what's wrong with it, but I've just kind of been upping my skincare game with regards to cleansing and all that, and the cleanser that I've been loving is this Kiehl's one. This is the Ultra Facial Oil Free Cleanser. It's a lightweight formula to remove any excess oil and impurity. So this is a mini sized version. It's one of those, when you buy a lot of things from Kiehl's, they let you pick out a lot of samples. So if you are able to pick some samples out, I highly recommend picking out their shampoos as well as this cleanser, because these are the ones that come in proper like tubes. The rest of them usually come in like the little packets, which are alright to play around with, but these are just a little bit more worth it. So definitely if you have oily skin, try and check this out. I've been using this just to kind of cleanse my skin in the morning, and it foams up really well. So you really need very little amount of product, and then you can actually kind of cover the whole face. And I sometimes use my Braun facial like scrub to kind of scrub it into my skin as well. So this has been great. After I use this, I find that my skin is a little bit less oily, at least for the first half of the day. It tries to remove any kind of oil that you have when you use it at night time as well. So yeah, I really like this one, and I might actually pick out the full size product if it really works well for me. So yeah, that's basically much it, my beauty favorites that I've had for this month. And I hope you guys have had a wonderful May, and may you have a wonderful June. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the thumbs up button and subscribe. Bye guys!